Hey, welcome back to Real Estate Fundamentals with Brant Phillips. I hope you're enjoying and learning, more importantly, from what you've seen so far. And I hope you gain a lot of insights from the next video coming up, all about flipping mistakes to avoid.
The number two mistake I made, I went into this rehab violating one of my own now solid principles that I live by, and that is define the scope of work. Yes, it seems so simple, yet I failed to do it, and I know some of you out there have done as well. But you should always, no matter what, have a clearly defined scope of work. I would say this is a cardinal sin um, if you're open to be a full-time investor, that if you don't have a clearly defined scope of work, you are heading down a path that is going to lead to some trouble. So you should always have a set budget, and budgets as well as scope of works with rehabs are kind of a bit of moving targets, if you will. They're never going to be exact, but if you don't have a plan or a roadmap, if you will, then you're going to have some issues um, very easily, actually. So, have that defined scope of work. It could be off your contractor's estimates. It could be something that you make yourself, but have that put together and have your kind of your target budget, and always have an established time frame for completion. And me on the personal deals that I work on, and as well with customers and clients, I like to be aggressive with my time frames. Say for example, if a rehab is say a 4 week rehab or a 6 week rehab, if it's a 4 week, say I'm going to try to push it to get it done, say in 3 weeks, because what you'll find happening is rehabs can be a time drag. You're going to have issues. They're going to have problems that pop up. Sometimes there's weather issues. Sometimes it's manpower, labor issues. So we try to push things and get things moving ahead of time. So then if you fail to meet that timeline, you're still hopefully not too far off what you really wanted to be. So me personally, at least mindset wise, we like to push the timelines, and occasionally we know we're going to go over, and that's just part of the business, but we like to have a goal date at least in mind. And I think that helps out a lot, and um, that's it's not an exact science. Like I said, it's a moving target, but that is going to help you out a lot. Well, all right, so before we move on to the next mistake, since I'm talking mostly as I'm speaking, I have my first flip in mind. I thought it'd be good to show you guys a few before and after pictures. So, and let me say another thing. Uh, One of the mistakes that thankfully I did not make on this rehab was we did a great rehab. We had a great product at the end of the day. This is actually a before picture. And so fortunately, I'm not going to be showing you a mistake I made about not rehabbing the property right. And that is actually a big mistake that goes on in this industry, is people will get unqualified contractors, or they'll have some HGTV moments that go wrong, and things just don't work out. So without, you know, uh, not stating the obvious, uh, quality rehabs are a must. It'd be a huge mistake if you don't provide a good quality rehab at the end of the day to flip a property. You cannot do rental grade rehabs on flips. You need flip quality. So anyways, this is a picture of the outside of the house. This was actually um, a house that we're going to list in, the ARV was around 135 and 135,000. And I do apologize, the quality on the after pictures is real blurry. I lost the original pictures. I just grabbed these off MLS, and the quality was really, really poor. But that's an after picture, and that is a before picture, of course. Boarded up windows, dirty house, rough looking little patio type area there. So we got that all nice and clean, shined up, landscaping, bushes, and everything painted and cleaned, and It was just a really, it was a really, really nice rehab. That was a back door. You can see just a small little door entrance here, and then I thought that was an issue to a dirty, just nasty, unappealing deck and this crusty old little sidewalk around here. So we wanted to, the thing with flipping houses, just a little side note, is you really have to give people compelling reasons to buy, and you want to give people um, uh, help them to visualize moving into that property and just raising a family, enjoying their weekends. So what we did there was we covered up an eyesore. We built a nice stained deck with French doors. We also made a little pebblestone walkway going around here. There wasn't any other way to get to the backyard, so it was already kind of there, so we just made it nice pebblestone, put in the French doors, and the nice deck here. And anyways, these pictures, like I said, I apologize. Quality's not too great, but I think you can get the idea that did made the rehab look as nice as possible. This was another quick thing, is when you walked in the front door, the kitchen was totally enclosed minus a little door opening, and that door opening, which was kind of comical to me, the way they used to build houses, was this actually had some bifold doors. So this was totally closed off if you had the doors closed, and the kitchen was walled in. So we had to immediately get rid of that and open things up, and that's sitting inside the kitchen. And just a little flip note, to me, in this price range, a good rule of thumb is to mimic new construction. I'll say that again. Mimic new construction as much as you can, and I would give you the advice to go look at some properties that are for sale in that price range, and new construction type homes, and kind of, I really like to kind of match the color schemes and see what they're doing, and we try to, match that as much as we can, going with open floor plans and stainless steel appliances, and et cetera, et cetera. So this was the kitchen before, totally enclosed, ugly, unappealing, unattractive. So we got rid of all that, opened it up, and stained cabinets, granite, stainless steel, and ceramic tile backsplash, and that's another view. So we made the kitchen really nice, and that was a picture actually of the wall after the sheetrock was removed, and paid special note of some of the plumbing lines. So we had to relocate those plumbing lines, and we'll get into that in just a minute as well. But we had to relocate some lines, and that was a picture from the sink area, in order to open it up to be an open floor plan. And so that was the after product, and actually rerouted plumbing lines are going to come down this column, is where we took the plumbing lines. Yours truly did that, which we'll get into another mistake very shortly. Here's a picture of the living room, just basic rehab pictures. There's another picture of the living room and the fireplace. So we just cleaned it up, did tile, ceramic tile in all the common areas, threw in the French doors, ceramic tile there, and just got the property looking really, really nice. So that was not a mistake, fortunately, that I made, and so that was a good thing that I didn't go down that road. And so just wanted to show you a few pictures so you knew about what the property that I had in mind. Just hey, a quick note, be careful when you're picking contractors, because the last thing you want to do is end up with a guy like this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I let somebody take that picture of me. Yes, okay, getting into the next mistake. Yes, I did work on my own properties. No, I did not really sport a mullet. I think that was a dead squirrel or something like that. I don't remember what it was. We found something in a rehab, so I went with a little mullet look there for a little bit that I had one of the guys talk me into. So, all right, let's get in. I see some people commenting on the old mullet look for me in the little wife beater.